Welcome to Module 3, Program Management. If Module 2 was about the fundraising side of a nonprofit, this module is about the mission side. It's about the people you serve, the programs you deliver, and the services those people receive. For many nonprofits, this is actually the most important area of NPC. And historically, it was the hardest to track in Salesforce without a specialized tool. NPC solves that natively. Let's get into it. In this overview video, we will cover what program management is, who it's for, the data model that power it, how program, cohort, and services connect, and how Hope Foundation programs are structured. Here's a simple way to think about the two sides of a nonprofit Salesforce org. Fundraising answers the question, who give us money? Program management answers the question, who do we serve and how? As you look at this slide, think of each row as answering a different question in the process. Program is the top level service area. That is what you look at when you need portfolio level planning and reporting. Program cohort is a specific participant cycle or group. That is what you look at when you need capacity and intake management. Enrollment is the individual joins cohort. That is what you look at when you need participation tracking. Service delivery is the one service instance. That is what you look at when you need evidence for grants and outcomes. If you remember one thing from this slide, remember that each object has a distinct job. Once that clicks, the rest of the module gets much easier. This slide is more about choosing the right lens than picking a winner. On the left, fundraising data answers means who gave and how much, which funds are growing, what commitments are outstanding. On the right side, program data answers means who is being served, which services were delivered, and how capacity and outcomes are trending. Both sides have a place. The important thing is knowing which one fits the situation you are in and being intentional instead of mixing the two without a reason. In practice, this is the sequence I would follow. First, define program, catalog, and scope boundaries. Next, create cohorts with dates and capacity. Then enroll individuals into the right cohort. After that, log service deliveries with consistent taxonomy. The sequence matters because each step sets up the next one. When teams skip around, that is when records get messy and reporting starts drifting away from the reality. Let's go into this org and walk this through together. We are in Salesforce now. Now let's search for a program by name Food Pantry. So we have a program by name Food Pantry. This particular program have a cohort. Let me just scroll up. Food Pantry program has a cohort which ran for 3 months, start and end date. The status is completed. And to this particular cohort, one enrollee was there. So there was one enrollee in this particular cohort. So just to reiterate, we have a program by name Food Pantry program. That program had a cohort. In that particular cohort, one member was enrolled. The member name was Maria, and the status of enrollment is complete. This is a real point of this walkthrough, not just where to click, but what a clean and usable result looks like when the step is done correctly. Let's recap. Program management tracks who is served and what services they receive. The three-level hierarchy is program to program cohort to individual with service deliveries. The key objectives are program, program cohort, service delivery, and referral. And this data is critical for grant reporting, client tracking, capacity planning, and outcome measurement. In the next video, we are going into the org and building Hope Foundation program from scratch. We will create the job ready program, add a cohort, and enroll our first client. See you there.